Today we're talking about some of my favorite deck boxes, so let's jump right into it. So I have a lot of deck boxes, so we can start with Ultra Pro first. So this is their Satin Tower. This is the miniature version. They took out the dice box right here. I have that as well today. And I actually prefer this over the one with the dice box. And that's just my preference because I've been using it and I have a separate bag for dice and accessories. So for example, this deck box, it's okay. The only problem I have with it is the opening of this box. Sometimes it's very easy to open, other times it's not. I'll give you an example right now. And you can open it through these little nubs here. There's two on each side. And as well as the deck box, it has the inserts for the nubs to go in. There's little indentions right here. So other than that, this is an excellent deck box. It holds 100 double-sleeved cards and tokens, which is really cool. These are Dragon Shield Peach sleeves and the unsleeved tokens as well. This is the Exit from Exile or Exit to Exile deck. I forget if it's to or from. But this holds a double-sleeved deck plus tokens, and that's what I really like about this deck box. If I had to rate this from 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, I would give this probably an 8 or 9. Let's just say a 9. The only issue I have is just opening this deck box. Closing, no issue, but opening it is my only issue with this one. So now we're moving on to the Ultra Pro with the dice insert at the bottom. So again, I'm still not a fan of opening this deck box, but you get the added bonus of having dice with your deck, so it can limit how much you're taking to your LGS or your local game store, and I like that part. But me personally, I don't use that feature as much as I should, or it's just not for me. It's still a good deck box, but let me show you what I have in here. So this is the Elf Precon from the Commander Legends set, and it has tokens, it has Dragon Shield sleeves. This is just a single sleeved deck, and I have dice in here as well. Now, you can take this without the dice tray, and that's also messy to take off, in my opinion, as well. Like, I don't feel comfortable having my deck in here while taking this off. Alright, so I just have some D20s and D6s, D10s, just stuff I would actually use at an LGS. And you can take this box, and you don't have to have that dice insert at the bottom. It'll just have an empty spot there. So in comparison, it's still bigger than their smaller one without the dice tray. Same concept, same thickness, might be a little bigger. No, I think they're the same. I'll be able to tell after, but overall, still a good deck box, and it holds 100 cards. Again, my only issue is just taking the box on and off, taking the box off of its nubs. And it's also really loud, so if you don't want it to be loud, I don't recommend this one. But again, this is like a 9 out of 10 for me. Ultra Pro did an amazing job with their Satin Towers. Now I have just one Ultimate Guard deck box, and I think this would be a 10 out of 10 product. So it is a transparent or kind of a translucent deck box. So this is my husband's deck and deck box. So what's great is it's so easy to open. That was it. I love that. And I don't know if it holds 100 double sleeve. I don't think it does. But other than that, that doesn't bother me. I don't need to double sleeve my cards. So in my opinion, this is a 10 out of 10 product. This is his Vampire deck. This is the Edgar Markov Precon. Well, with upgrades, but he has sleeves. Looks like 12 sleeved, and this is all single, tokens, plus, actually some are double sleeved in this deck, aren't they? There are some double sleeved cards in here, but it can handle all of that, and that's what we need. We don't need 100 double sleeved cards. Typically, I just want to sleeve at least once, and I'm very content with that. So Ultimate Guard has done a great product right here, and this is a 10 out of 10 for me. Next, I want to talk about BCW's deck box. So this is a plastic deck box, and very easy to open, simple like that. That's what I love. I don't need anything complicated. I just need it to function. Now, I also think this is a 9.5 out of 10. And let me explain why. So it comes with a deck box. It comes with the sleeves and inner sleeves. I think that is very, very good. You can double sleeve your deck and you get a deck box. Now it's kind of flimsy, but I'm saying, like, if you put it in the conditions where it would be crushed, it probably will be. It's not as thick as this Ultimate Guard deck box. But I'm not putting it in those conditions. I'm keeping it either at home, in my backpack. I'm not leaving it out to be crushed by some boulder. The only reason this is a 9.5 for me, this product, the sleeves, the double sleeves, it's still slippery when I'm trying to draw cards. So it will typically fall over when I'm trying to draw. So the shuffle, I have no issues with. No issue shuffling at all. But I think it's just a little slick in the library section, if you know what I'm saying. Like, when you freshly sleeve something, typically it's very slippery. It still has that, even though I've purchased this maybe a year. Okay, it's been at least 8 months. I know that for sure. This is a 9.5 in my opinion from BCW. So these are the sleeves that come with it. It has some texture on the back, as you can see here. It does come with the double sleeve. And this is the inner sleeve. And this is my Mono Blue Octavia deck. This is, like, I think a $25 deck. I'm not very sure, but anyways, very cool product from BCW. Next, I want to talk about one of my favorite ways to carry my cube, and that is with the Quiver. Now, this is a sponsored ad from Quiver, and I want to tell you a little bit about this product. It has zippers right here, and I'm able to carry my cube in here. So this is a lot. This is a double sleeved cube for Commander Legends, the first set. You can make this a way to carry your cube if you're looking to do that. Now, as you do see, I'm overfitting what it should hold. So I believe I have 18 packs in here, as well as 40 lands each. And so that's a lot of cards to be putting in here. Typically, if I wasn't doing cube, I would have at least 4 commander decks in here, and that's what I really, really like about this product. Quiver Time, or Quiver, this product is an excellent way to carry your cards, whether it's cube, whether it's carrying your commander decks, or even standard, I don't know. This is what I have to recommend to take to your local game store. You can put your dice in here as well. It is a little weighty depending on if you're putting your deck boxes in here as well. But if you're just putting the cards in here, you're gonna save some weight on that. And you can also put your stickers on there, which I'm a sucker for. And it's a sling strap, so it's gonna save you space on that as well. Thank you to Quiver Time for helping support the channel with this sponsored ad. Last, I want to talk about GameGenic. So this is their cheaper option for a deck box. This is the Side Holder 100 Plus XL. So now this is just single sleeved right now, plus the tokens from the Precon. This is the Food and Fellowship Precon with Dragon Shield sleeves. This is the, I forget the name, but they're one of my favorite sleeves from Dragon Shield. I can't remember, but I'll have the name somewhere, I'm sure. So this is just single sleeved, and again, I'm actually pretty impressed with these plastic boxes. I'm not putting them in the conditions that people are to test them out. I'm just keeping them in a safer condition than most players, I guess. The only complaint I have is the card that comes with it makes the box not level. So when this is closed, you can tell it's meeting these corners here. When this card is in there, it will protrude it. It will not let it close all the way. So now it's like this. And that may not bother anybody, but it bothers me, and I will show you. So this is without the card inserted in the box. With the card inserted in the back, it's making it do that again. Whether it's in the front, still making it go up instead of being level. Like, I can't even close it. It'll just ruin the deck. So that's my only complaint, is this card. Maybe I'm using it wrong, but I think it's odd. I think it's supposed to separate tokens, but anyways, I still give this, I would say, a 9.5. Again, just a weird complaint of why is this in here if it's not going to close the box all the way? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Now, this is the Squire 100. This is my go-to deck box. I have 2 of these right now. They are on the more expensive side. That's why I don't have as many. This design is the best right now in my opinion. And let me show you why. So this is the top and this is the deck box, right? I now have access to my cards. Just like that. This is literally the best design right now. And you don't have this case just lying around. You can fold it up like that and it's on the deck box. Anyways, I love this. This is a 10 out of 10. This is the best deck box right now. It's so easy to open. It doesn't have a loud sound. You can, okay, besides the magnets, you can still be quiet. But this is a 10 out of 10 for me. I don't have much to say besides it gets the job done. It is sturdy, actually. And it's going to protect my cards. It has at least 100 sleeve cards in there. So this is the new Sliver deck. And it's black Dragon Shield sleeves, and they're all single sleeved with the tokens as well. The last product I want to mention is their GameGenic. I'm not sure what it's called, but it holds 2 decks. I am not the target audience for this. It's very heavy, but I'll show you what you can do with it. So you can have 2 decks in here, and they easily slide out, which is very nice. So that is my husband's Shirai deck. I highly recommend building Shirai if you haven't. This is where you can hold your dice, and right now it doesn't have any. And this one, I think, is the Rakdos Lord of Riots deck. Yes, this is the red-black Rakdos Lord of Riots deck for my husband. Both of these are under, I think, $50 when I had built them, which is really cool. The reason why I'm not a fan of this is because of the weight, as well as how much space this is taking up. Now, if you're only taking 2 decks to your local game store, your friend's house, I think this is an excellent product, but I don't take just 2 decks to my LGS. I'm looking to take 3 or 4. So to me, this product, I would say an 8, but probably an 8.5 because 1, the weight, and 2, it takes up so much space. But that's not to downgrade the quality which they have made this. It's the same quality as this deck box. It's very good. It's sturdy. Anyways, it's a good way to carry your decks if you're just doing 2 of them. I don't recommend it for people who want to take more than 2. It's a very nice deck box. So for conclusion of this video, if you had to pick a deck box, let me know what you think in the comments down below. But if I had to pick between 1, it's going to be the Squire. Absolutely. If it had to be 2, it's the Ultimate deck box, the Ultimate Guard deck box, and the Squire 100. If it had to be 3, I'm going to say the Ultra Pro, the shorter version without the dice box. Only because it can fit double-sleeved 100 cards. And it's still a good deck box. Despite opening it, that's my only issue with that. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.